COVID-19 pandemic pushes the academic institutions to shift from traditional to self-paced learning, cancellation of face-to-face or residential learning, and the implementation of remote or distance learning. At this point, when there is a threat of the pandemic, the concepts of openness and flexibility suddenly and rapidly became the norm, especially in higher education. Flexible learning is a state of being in which learning and teaching is increasingly freed from the limitations of the time, place, and pace of study. As a response to the elimination of face-to-face instruction in Quirino State University due to the pandemic, flexible learning using the modular-based approach was adopted starting first semester of school year 2019 to 2020. The modular approach of learning was offered in both offline and online modality. In the offline modality, self-paced instructional modules were distributed to students and answer sheets were retrieved at the scheduled date. Although a lot of available online platforms were available to implement the online modality of instruction, these technologies are not used systematically and effectively, and these e-learning platforms tend to be relegated to the repositories of contents rather than as full-fledged tools actively enabling and promoting learning. In this connection, the Quirino State University initiated the customization and pilot testing of its own learning management platform known as the QSU e-Arrow. Excellent, accessible, resilient, adaptive learning space. Series of trainings were conducted to prepare the faculty in using this new learning tool. The College of Health Sciences was tapped to pilot test QSU e-Arrow for first and second semesters of school year 2019-2020. The pilot test was then monitored and evaluated to further improve the learning management system and to serve as baseline for the crafting of policies and procedures for its university-wide implementation. Meanwhile, on August 2021, the QSU administration conducted the planning workshop for the university-wide implementation of flexible learning in compliance to CMO No. 4 Series of 2020, or the guidelines in the implementation of flexible learning. The following were discussed during the said planning workshop. The QSU Roadmap to Education and Industry 4.0. The creation of Digital Media Center, which will serve as the leader in the transition. Creation of flexible learning strategies and implementation team. Development of the QSU Help Desk to assist both faculty and students online. The policies and guidelines in the implementation of flexible learning. The plan of action and timetable for the implementation of flexible learning and training of faculty. A week after the planning workshop, mentoring of trainers for flexible learning and QSU e-Arrow were conducted in the 3 campuses of the university by the QSU Digital Media Center and the Flexible Learning Strategies and Implementation Team of the university. The Digital Media Center issued a certificate of competency among trained trainers of flexible learning and QSU e-Arrow. The trained trainers initiated the same training among all the faculty in their respective campuses and programs. They served as forerunners in the implementation of flexible learning in their respective programs. To assist the faculty in the transition and implementation to flexible learning, especially in conducting synchronous and asynchronous classes, the QSU administration, headed by Dr. Hermenegildo F. Samuel Jr., provided load allowance, internet modems, and headsets to faculty members of the university. All courses offered by Quirino State University for first semester, school year 2021 to 2022 are now available at QSU e-Arrow and ready to be accessed by enrolled students this coming semester. This initiative of the university is one of its continuous efforts to deliver quality and excellent education that students deserve.